Hey, what's going on everyone? It's me, Marco from PhoneDog.com, and a couple days ago you guys saw me unbox the brand new BLU Life Pure, and now I've had a couple days to use the device, and I wanted to share a couple of opinions about the device. Starting off with the design of this device, it's basically almost featureless. There's no real curves or signature blue marking on this device. It's flat, it's slate, it fits really well in the hand, even though having a larger 5-inch display, it's a very compact device. It only measures in at 7.7 millimeters thick, and again, it weighs almost nothing compared to any of the devices that I currently have. It's lighter than any device I have in my office. Now, the display is a beautiful 5-inch 1080p IPS panel. It's an LCD panel and has 441 pixels per inch. It's absolutely stunning, and the viewing angles are almost 180 degrees. It's basically a limitless viewing angle. It looks beautiful. The colors are super vibrant. I mean, I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos on this and comparing it to, say, the HTC One, and I much prefer the experience on the BLU Life Pure, and I was really surprised by me saying that because the HTC One has a beautiful display as well. Now, in terms of horsepower, this is where the BLU will kind of seem lacking behind all its other competitors, but you gotta expect, this phone only costs $350 off contract. It has a 1.5 gigahertz quad-core processor. It's one of those MediaTek processors that has a bunch of numbers on them, but basically it's a almost second-hand processor. It's a Cortex A7, which is kind of a generic name now, but it has a very good processor, and it has 2 gigabytes of RAM, enough horsepower to really get through, but the only downside is it's only running Android 4.2 with this really heavy skin from BLU. It's a very customized skin. You basically have no home screen, no custom Android launcher. You can download your own custom Android launcher on this device, but again, we're reviewing a stock version of this phone, and it's almost a very limited Android experience. Now, I'm still trying to get used to it. It's very clunky sometimes. It's very slow when it comes to opening up your settings or a couple of just core applications that you want to access. But say running applications like Temple Run, running applications that are from the Google Play Store, everything is just fine. Even playing core-intensive games like Temple Run or say Real Racing 3, the BLU Life Pure really does well. And I'm really surprised by saying that it's a very powerful phone, and it actually performs at a very high frame rate. Maybe not the best resolution, maybe not the best color rendering from the display, but it looks absolutely great. Even running a browser like Google Chrome, which kind of sounds simple, but say the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, sometimes that phone has a hard time rendering all the Google Chrome, especially larger websites, especially like PhoneDog.com. Running it on the BLU Life Pure actually seemed just a little bit more clunky than your usual device. It's definitely a little bit more jittery than, say, the Motorola X, and it has a little bit more stutter, especially when it comes to opening up a larger website. Now, BLU has also added a couple new features, including some air gestures that haven't really worked for me. I'm not exactly sure if I'm doing them wrong. I'm doing them just how they're telling me to do it on the instructions, and it's not really picking it up. But one thing that I do appreciate and I do like is the 13 megapixel camera on the back and the 5 megapixel camera on the front. Now, the 5 megapixel camera on the front is absolutely great. I've done a couple of Skype video calls so far just to test out how the video quality looks on my end, and it looked absolutely great. Even the photos that I've taken just inside my office look great. 5 megapixels is a very large megapixel count, especially for a front-facing camera. So far, it's been smooth sailing for me. It's a great device. The Android software and the BLU custom software skin on the Android 4.2 is just not something I'm used to, so it'll take me a couple more days to kind of wrap my head around having a such restricted, or maybe restricted is not a great word, having a different experience from your usual Android device, and now having something like the BLU Vivo 4.8 HD in the office, it makes it even worse because that phone runs Android 4.2 with basically not that much restrictive software. Now, there's still some BLU madness into it, but it's not really overtaking your whole home screen. Anyway, my name is Marco Hanna. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/PhoneDog. Follow me on Twitter at PhoneDog_Marco, and also like us at Facebook. Make sure to like and comment this video, and until next time, my name is Marco Hanna from PhoneDog.com.